Hey everyone, it's Darby from Blue Television Games. Today we'll be checking out my top 10 NES games of all time. Honestly, if you asked me this a week from now, I might even pick 10 different games. NES is probably my favorite system of all time. There's hundreds of games for this system, so it's really hard to just pick 10. You'll see some usual suspects on this list, as well as some games some people consider to be bad. These games are nostalgic for me, and I've spent a long time playing a lot of these games. I hope you enjoy the list. Make sure you list your favorite games in the comments below. I'm curious to see what games you guys really love from the NES. Let's go ahead and get started. Number 10. At number 10, we have A Nightmare on Elm Street. The angry video game nerd is known for tearing this game apart, but it's actually a really great game. I love the graphics. I love the different enemy types. There's a lot of different environments. There's great boss battles. One cool thing is that for each environment, there's also a dream world version. This is actually based upon one of my favorite horror movies of all time, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, where when the kids fall asleep, they become dream warriors and they get new skills. You unlock these skills throughout the game, and they help you beat bosses or get past tricky sections. This game features some great platforming. It also has multiplayer where you can play up to 4 players. It's definitely a really cool party game if you can get some friends together. It actually gets more difficult with more people, but I just think it's a lot of fun and a great game, and that's why it's my number 10 on the list. Number 9. For number 9, we have Friday the 13th, another horror game. Also one that the angry video game nerd also tore up. This game's actually really awesome though. It's kind of a free roaming type game where you can explore as you please, but you have to keep track of the camp counselors and the children and make sure no one gets killed by Jason. You'll find new weapons which will help you fight Jason. The better the weapon, the more damage you'll do when you have to fight him. The fights are kind of like Punch-Out where you have to sway back to dodge his punches. You can explore the woods to try to find hidden cabins. You'll find notes that help you along the way. The daytime also changes where it becomes night. As you fight Jason, he gets better weapons as well. You can explore caves and fight Jason Voorhees' beheaded mom. You have multiple players you can play as, each have their own skills where some jump higher or run a little faster, or can take more damage. I spent many hours playing this as a kid, and I love the game. That's why it's my number 9. Number 8. For number 8, we have Deja Vu. Deja Vu is a point-and-click adventure game much like Shadow Gates and Uninvited. In this game, you wake up in a bathroom stall and you don't remember who you are. Throughout the game, you'll find all kinds of tricky situations where you'll need to find keys and addresses in order to obtain clues to why you lost your memory. There'll be various ways you can collect money throughout the game. You'll also have people trying to take your money, like this mugger. The only option for him is to punch him in the face. You'll continue to search for clues, and you might even run into a woman who once again you'll have to punch in the face. You always have to be careful what you do and where you go in this game, because at any minute you could die just taking a wrong step. This game's a lot of fun. I remember every time I get to a new area, it would be really exciting. There's lots of cool environments, and it's always fun figuring out all the different puzzles. Great puzzles and a great story is why this is my number 8. Number 7. This is one you'll find on lots of lists, Metroid for the NES, and with good reason. This is one of the best free roaming type games I've ever played. I love collecting all the new items so you can get to new areas. You have to really explore a lot to figure out where to go in this game. I love all the enemy types, environments, and power-ups you get along the way. I loved this game so much as a kid that I actually hand drew maps of every single area, because when I play back through it, I'd like to know exactly where to go to get all the items and beat the game as fast as possible. This is one of those games that still holds up to today, and it's spawned many sequels. Playing through this game, it's very easy to see why this ends up on a lot of top 10 lists. It's definitely one of my favorites. It goes without saying that most top 10 NES lists will have this game because it's just awesome. Number 6. Coming at number 6, we have Kirby's Adventure. The first time I ever played Kirby's Adventure was at a buddy of mine's house. I'd never heard of Kirby or the game at all. I was really surprised at how good the graphics were, and the gameplay is just really unique and awesome. You can actually take your enemy's abilities, which I just thought was the coolest thing ever. Back when I played this game, I never thought any game could compare to Super Mario Bros. 3 and how well it was put together. But this game really does. It's very similar in the fact that there's cool little mini games you can play, there's a world map, there's lots of different worlds to explore, there's tons of ways to get extra lives, fill up your health. Instead of warp pipes, we get warp stars. And like Mario, we get some epic boss battles. Number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is one of the first RPGs I ever played, definitely the first turn-based RPG I ever played. There was something really interesting to me about having time to think and not being attacked instantly like most games. It was really neat having the strategy of deciding what to do, when to heal, and when to attack. I loved exploring towns. I love the fact that you could name all of your characters. Seems like such a simple thing now, but back then you really didn't get to do stuff like that often. I used to borrow this from a friend of mine and play it for hours, eventually getting the airship and being able to travel faster. There's so many quests to do in this game, exploration, things to find. This game was definitely way ahead of its time. It's still fun to play till this day, and they really haven't changed the formula that much since the original game, which is really cool. Number 4. At number 4, we have River City Ransom. This game could probably be my number 1. I really love this game. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up game where you can actually purchase food to heal, and also it has RPG elements, so certain things you buy and read and eat will actually improve your overall stats. It's a very unique game. It's just so much fun. When you beat up people, coins come out, and that gives you money where you can purchase new things. There's a pretty cool story too where you're trying to rescue Cindy from Slick. You have to go through and beat up all the gang. This game's also sort of an open world game where you can kind of explore at your own pace. There's lots of places to go. There's hidden places you can find. There's tons of weapons in the game you can use against your foes. This game is great with a friend too. It does have multiplayer, which is really fun. And best of all, you can go to the sauna and show off your buns. Number 3. For number 3, we have The Legend of Zelda. This is one of my favorite games. From the very beginning, when you first get your sword, this adventure is just so much fun and very exciting. I recently did a playthrough of this game on the channel because I love it so much. There's hidden rooms to find, there's lots of puzzles, you have items to find to improve your character, you can actually level up your hearts by finding heart containers. There's a reason they still make games in this series till this day. It's a great character, a great story, and the formula from the very beginning has pretty much stuck through. Even though it's been top-down, side-scrolling, 3D, it's been all over the place, The Legend of Zelda has always just been a great series that's a lot of fun. It has some of the best video game music I've ever heard. It has great boss battles. I've spent many hours exploring all the dungeons. I love that when you beat the game, there's a remixed version of the game. The Legend of Zelda is awesome. Number 2. For number 2, we have Super Mario Bros. 3. I debated making this my number 1. It was very hard to make it number 2. Most of the reason I put it as number 2 is I didn't want my number 1 pick to be so obvious, but this is one of the best games of all time. Not just on the NES, on any system. This game is amazing. It was such an improvement over the first couple games. I love everything they did to this game. The music's great. The story's awesome. The hidden items. The water levels were actually fun. Finding hidden whistles was great. Collecting the 3 stars at the end to get 5 1-ups always felt really awesome. There's such great variety in all the levels and all the worlds. I love the matching card game to get power-ups. The boss battles are epic. Super Mario Bros. 3 is one of the best games ever. Number 1. At number 1, we have Maniac Mansion. When I first played this as a kid, being a big fan of horror films, I thought this was so cool. At the beginning, you get Dave and 2 characters of your choice, each with their own abilities. From the very first puzzle of figuring out to find the key under the mat to get into the mansion, getting caught in the kitchen by the creepy nurse, finding items to figure out puzzles, this game's so cool. It's one of the only NES games that had cutscenes. This game has multiple endings, and they're not just simple, they're all actually really cool and complex and very funny. Maniac Mansion is another point-and-click adventure. It's got a lot of style and great humor. You can actually ring the doorbell to distract the owner of the hamster. You can then steal the hamster while he's busy. Make your way to the kitchen. In the kitchen, you'll find a microwave. If you put the hamster in the microwave and turn it on, you have to have certain characters. Only certain characters will do it, but the hamster will blow up. If you're feeling really crazy, you can go back and give him his blown-up hamster. This game is oozing with style and definitely ate up a lot of the hours of my childhood. For all these reasons, Maniac Mansion is my number 1. Thanks so much for watching my list of top 10 games. This is just my opinion, and like I said, there's hundreds of games on this system. My initial list was 40 games. It was really hard to knock it down to 10. I'm aware it's missing some classics and some really good games, but overall I think this sums up 10 of my favorite games quite nicely. Be sure to list your favorites below, as well as other systems you'd like to see me do top 10s on. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and until next time, I'll see you around.